The research question for this project is how has social media influenced the normalization of supplementation for fitness and health? This presentation will look at the impact that social media has had on the rapid growth of supplementation use and how it has influenced buying decisions of consumers. I feel that this is an important question because social media could be argued as the most powerful marketing tool currently available, especially in the fitness industry. It determines how we get our information, it shows us what's perceived as healthy, what's necessary to us, and what's normal. It can also lead to dangerous advice on health and unregulated promotion of supplementation. In recent years, even since I was young, supplements have seen a massive increase in popularity. Maybe 20 or so years ago, sports supplements such as creatine would have been mainly associated with athletes and weightlifting. Now this has changed dramatically, with all kinds of people regularly taking supplements to improve their general health, as well as for enhancing their performance physically. There are many studies showing that the statistics of supplement consumption now compared to 10 years ago, and the increase is quite dramatic. There's a few reasons why this growth has occurred, but possibly the main influence has come from social media. That's what this project will be aiming to explore and examine. I'll be looking at the link between social media and buying intention of consumers and hopefully getting some more insight into people's opinions on the matter. During my research on this topic, after reading several pieces of work, some recurring themes became apparent and each piece can fall under one of these themes. I thought this would be the easiest way to lay out the research and find similar and differing opinions in the papers. These themes are the influence of social media and credibility, which looks at how trusting consumers are of the influencers they follow and how their image impacts buying decisions. Celebrity and social influence shows how pressure and normalization is built around getting supplements to keep up to the rest of the population. Normalization and body image is about how people display themselves on social media posts and how others compare themselves to that standard and search for the solutions in supplements. Regulation and policies looks at some of the rules and terms that companies and different websites have when it comes to what can and can't be talked about regarding supplementation, what can be promoted, and what is off limits. I chose to organize the literature around these four themes because they elaborate on the social, psychological, and regulation sides of the matter. They all play a part in displaying how normalization has occurred. They show how influencers build trust and also how unenforced policies can contribute to misinformation about supplementation. In the first theme, three papers focused on influencer credibility, and this seems to be the most consistent factor in purchase intention. Kumar, 2024, found that credibility and expertise in the field was more important than attractiveness or follower count in driving sales. This is similar to Wang, 2025, that confirms this but also adds that the expertise shaped consumers' perception of nutritional value, not necessarily their safety. Whereas Wang and Huang, 2025, links personality traits to credibility, which means how likable a person is makes people more likely to make a purchase. All studies agree that trust influences behavior, but they are different in terms of what builds that trust. Celebrity involvement significantly raises purchase intention in consumers. Huang et al. 2025 demonstrates celebrity involvement positively influences buying intentions of supplements among Chinese consumers, and this is tied to health concerns. Wang and Huang 2025 show that Gen Z followers respond to influencer personality traits, showing the bond between influencer and follower. Both confirm the influence of celebrities, but Huang's study looks more at cultural health motivation, while Wang's is based more on personality-driven trustworthiness. The next theme demonstrates how supplement use on social media can be used to cause anxiety and body dysmorphia, particularly among males. Ganson et al. 2025 shows that muscularity-based content strongly correlates with muscle dysmorphia and supplement use causing obsession with body standards. Kam and Tuna 2025 add that social media ad exposure increases information seeking and purchasing, but that anxiety and gender also play a role. They both agree that social media normalizes supplement use while building emotional pressure. The final theme of regulation and policies includes Ganson, Syncropi, and Nagata 2024. It highlights that platform policies are inconsistent around supplement and muscle product promotion. The paper found that all 8 of the biggest platforms ban illegal substances, but do not ban legal muscle-building supplements, and this creates a gray area. For the collection of data, a survey was conducted on several random individuals who had no particular affiliation with sport or fitness, and also participants from Discord servers who would be into nutrition and fitness. From the data, 70% of participants admitted to taking supplements or occasionally taking supplements, and the most common ones taken were protein powders and vitamins or minerals. The most popular way of purchasing supplements for this group came from supermarkets and health stores, with no participants claiming to purchase them online. More participants used supplements for performance and general health than were influenced by marketing or social media. 13% of participants confessed that social media influences their decisions about supplements. When asked if they noticed an increase in supplement use among people they know, a massive 70% said yes, definitely, while another 20% said yes, somewhat. In terms of whether they thought supplements were now a mainstream part of health culture and not just for athletes, 90% of participants answered yes, 100% of participants answered yes to supplement use carrying risks such as side effects, misuse, and poor regulation. It would be brilliant to get some expert opinions on this topic and learn what they think about how supplementation has been growing and evolving. Also hearing what their clients' experiences have been with marketing on social media and endorsements from influencers and celebrities with regards to supplementation. For this, there are 3 potential candidates so far that would definitely have some interesting insight on the subject. The first is Orla Walsh. Orla Walsh is a registered dietitian and physiologist. She is a former performance nutritionist to the Irish Olympic team and is a regular contributor for the Irish Independent newspaper, RTE, and Newstalk FM. She could talk about what the best of the best take and how supplementation features in Irish media. The next is Shirley O'Regan. She is the marketing manager of Precision Biotics, which develop clinically proven natural supplements for many modern health problems. She is proficient in leveraging market data and novel tools, technologies, and methodologies. She would be great to speak to about the analytics of how people find out about supplements. Finally, Mark Clifford and Paula Gaynor are the co-founders of Bandon-based Summit NutriHealth. Their products are formulated in a way that adds value or is different to what's currently available on the market. Their whole brand is about making different products that people are actually searching for in comparison to what's already there, and I think they could talk a lot about what research they've done to find what people are looking for in a product. In my research, I believe I've adequately explored just how much social media influences us and our purchasing decision making, especially in regards to areas such as health and fitness. Social media influencers have an enormous impact on whether we buy a supplement or not, and this has had a direct correlation with the rapid growth and normalization of these supplements. The next step will be getting first-hand opinions on the matter and completing the interview process to learn more about what people think of the effect of social media on the normalization of supplements. I plan on asking questions that relate to supplement safety, trustworthiness of influencers, and how aware people are of regulations. I'm interested to see how the interviewee will justify their opinions on whether supplements are essential or not. This has been my presentation. Thank you for listening.